What's up, everyone? My name's Eric, and today we're going to be taking a look at Jeskai Hero. This is a deck that popped up a few weeks ago, and I was originally going to play it. A lot of other people did end up streaming the deck, and there's some mixed reviews on it. And some people had some luck with it, some people did not, and basically everyone has basically just been asking me, is this deck real? Is it not real? And honestly, I can't tell you. So we're going to jump into some test games with it. We are going to take a look at the deck before we get started here. But if you are joining us, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, then don't forget to hit the like button on the content. And if you like the content in general and want to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, for those of you that are interested in Albion Online, we're going to be playing a little bit of Albion Online from time to time on the channel. Just something different, in between Magic games and things of that nature. It's a MMORPG that's a lot of fun. We've been having fun with here lately. But tonight, we're playing this Jeskai Hero deck. Really sweet little deck as far as it did, top 8 a tournament weekend before last. So there's got to be some legitimacy to it, but I think it was the only copy of the deck at the tournament. So, like, what's going on here, right? All right, so let's talk about the base of this deck, right? It is a Hero of Precinct 1 deck, which means that we've got a ton of cards in the deck. They're multicolored, and we're going to talk about those really quick. We've got, at the 2-drop slot, we've got Lightning Stormkin. So this is a flyer with haste, so we can get in for a little damage. We've got Justice Strike to be able to kill some creatures, as removal. We've got Empyrean Eagle. Okay, so this means that we care a little bit about flying creatures, right? Because we can give all of our flying creatures a boost. That doesn't really help with Hero, and Heroes +1, or it's 1/1 humans. But it does work with, Lightning Stormkin, that sort of thing. Did I call it Lightning Elemental? Lightning Stormkin, yes. We've got Tajik. Doesn't fly, so no synergy here, but has a little bit of synergy with Hero. We've got Feather, which is an angel and a flyer, so a little bit of synergy with the flying lord that we have here. And but doesn't actually have hardly any cards in the deck that can actually target, and we're not really getting any use out of Feather other than it's a flying 3/4 for 3 mana that happens to also be an angel. We've got Teferi. This is a multicolored spell. Doesn't really need any synergy. You just need to have an opponent for this to be good, right? And Deafening Clarion, which will sweep the battlefield, but you're probably not going to be able to save your hero tokens, so the fact that it makes a token is kind of a bit of a non-bow. We've also got Shalai. Her real synergy here is the fact that she's going to be a flyer and she's an angel. So yeah, we're not going to be able to activate the counter ability on her, the late game mana sink, but the hexproof's good enough. And it's a flyer for the Empyrean Eagle and an angel for the Lyra Dawnbringers. That's right, we've also got Lyra. Lyra is a flyer. She is the reason that I keep mentioning that we have angels in the deck, because she's going to give those other angels +1/+1, and they're going to get lifelink. We're also gonna have access to Elite Guard Mage, which is a good card in and of itself. 4 mana, we get to gain 3 life, draw cards, so it replaces itself when it enters the battlefield. It is a flyer, so it's going to benefit a little bit from the Eagle. Not an angel, so that's the only real synergy here. Is it's a multicolored spell and it's a flyer. We've got Aurelia. Aurelia is an angel. She's a flyer and she's multicolored. So that's kind of the theme here. Like, as long as it's a flyer, it's multicolored, and it's an angel, we're all about it, right? So, the deck's got a whole bunch of synergies mixed in. And then as far as the other cards in the deck, we do have 1 copy of Hero of Dominaria. And Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, this is a card that a lot of people are going to be happy to see rotate. Other people are going to be upset to see it rotate. Teferi's just one of those kind of guys, right? Like, you either really love him or you really hate him, right? There's not a lot of gray area. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. The last card in the deck is the only card in the main board that actually synergizes with Feather. We can use Depose Deploy, cast Depose on target creature, and draw a card. We will get that back as long as we're targeting our own creature. So if we're willing to tap down our own creature, that creature could also already be tapped. But we can cast this on a creature to just draw a card every turn with Feather. That is a little bit of a synergy. We've also got Deploy on the other side of this for 4 mana. We can make 2 Thopters at instant speed. That's not nothing. Also, we do gain a little bit of life, right? And the Thopters may be better than I think, just because of the Empyrean Eagles and things of that nature. So, strange little deck. But, you know, it did well at the tournament, and people have asked me to play it, so we are going to play it. We do have Tocatli Honor Guard in the sideboard, which, you know, will stop those enter the battlefield triggers. We don't have many enter the battlefield triggers. We've got Aether Gust. We've got Dovin's Veto for some absolute counter. We have Prison Realm to deal with planeswalkers, hard to deal with creatures, things of that nature. We've got Legion Warboss, which is actually great against, you know, opposing Teferi decks. Deputy of Detention, which, you know, synergizes with Hero. We've seen this in a lot of Hero decks. So Deputy of Detention just makes sense here. 1 copy of Settle the Wreckage and 1 Chandra Awakened Inferno. So we got some options here in the sideboard. I'm sure this deck's going to be a nightmare to sideboard. Oh yes, I did forget the 2 main board copies of Tomek. So this is just Scapeshift hate, right? Like, as long as Scapeshift's good, this card's decent. It's flying, has synergy with the fact that, you know, we like flyers, but lands on the battlefield and land cards in the graveyard can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponent controls. So they're not going to be able to target their own lands with their Scapeshift. And our opponents can't play lands from graveyards. Now, I don't think that playing lands from graveyards is going to be the big deal here, but the fact that they can't target their own lands to cast Scapeshift does sound like that would be kind of useful in our current meta, right? So that's the deck, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to we're gonna take this over to a little bit of ranked action. We're going to play some ranked best of 3, traditional ranked, Jeskai Hero, and let's see where it goes. What's up, Jank, Rush? How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm getting called out, guys. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I've been called out. Rush is calling me out, and on stream tomorrow at 6 Central, we're gonna be playing a Patreon challenge. I'm getting called out by my Patreon here. He wants a game, and if at all possible, we're gonna crush him right here on stream. That's right. That's right. I've got 3 decks. I'm not gonna mention which 3 decks those are because, you know, somebody's watching, right? This could actually start out to be a decent hand. I mean, we've got some color. We can cast our hero on 2. We can technically get into Depose if we need to, draw an extra card. I don't think this is a horrible hand. But yeah, I've got 3 decks lined up, and we're going to play those against Rush and go from there. Crush it, Rush. See, they're rooting for you already, Rush. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. You're just going to... You could be playing against this deck. You just don't know, Rush. You just don't know. I'm going to play the Glacial Fortress first. Just because I want to be untapped for the next 3 turns. There's a lot of 3 drops in the deck. I want to make sure that I can hit one if at all possible. So we'll go ahead and get this out, and if he wants to take my Shalai away, he can. Yeah, we're a little earlier to oh, Thought Erasure. Didn't see that coming. He didn't take Shalai. He just took Elite Guard Mage. Okay, well, I guess he has plans to kill Shalai. Oh, man, that's brutal. Well, we don't need it, so... Might as well get in for a little damage. A little damage. I gotta play the best deck instead. You know, I deleted that deck. Oh my goodness. The best deck in Standard. Oh, what a meme. Some people did not like that meme. No. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I made a parody deck. And it was funny to me, but a lot of people didn't understand it, so they thought I was actually serious. What? Are we playing? Oh, these are going to be good if we tap down that dragon. Look, the dragon, right? Stack Telegraph so hard. I got to draw a card here. I just gots to. So I can play Tomek and Lightning Stormkin. I mean, I think that's the right way to go. We've got one more turn before the dragon comes down, so might as well get in a little damage while we can. Shalai's a decent answer against the dragon, so you were more confused than anything. You woke up a couple minutes before watching it. Gotcha. Yeah, it was. I thought most people. Oh, Cry of the Carnarium, getting me, and he's gonna take my other. Oh man, so we're taking 7 to the face. All right. Well, I've got to play Shalai now. All right. So now he goes land. No bond. I was expecting bond. There's Tamiyo. That's a good start. So we can hit him for 5 this turn. We need to get 12 points of damage in. Yeah, that's Death Touch Lifelink. We can't deal with that. Okay. Well, I am going to play the Elite Guard Mage. Oh, yeah, well, it happens. Should have killed Narset, then played the Elite Guard Mage, so I definitely butchered that turn just by sequencing. I should have played it post-combat. Oh, we hit no bond. No bond. So we've got a little bit more time. Do we just kill Tamiyo here? So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're not lethal either way. So might as well like do a little damage to him and then kill the Tamiyo. If I would have attacked any other direction, I would have lost 1 point of damage. Like I would have had to overkill Tamiyo. So it was, oh, he's got another Tamiyo. I don't know if that can save him. Well, he got his bond. He goes back to 9. Well, that's certainly game. I mean, we're lethal on the battlefield, but didn't quite get that dragon on the battlefield. Shalai is so good against the dragon because the dragon can't actually kill it. It's so the dragon can't target you. Oh, it can kill it, right? Because the dragon puts the first 4 at the Shalai. That's right. All right, so the dragon can't kill it. All right, so Shalai's not as good as I thought. Well, this deck's so weird, right? Oh, this deck is so weird. Jeremiah, what's up? What's good, man? You know, not much. Solid deck. it's it's a deck. It is definitely a deck. Like I just think that if you play this deck, you're not going to play the same game, right? Like you're going to play 100 games before you get a game that even remotely looks the same. Watch, we're going to get the exact same thing next turn, but whatever. Justice Strike's not bad. Tajik will stop all the non-combat damage. Shalai's not bad. Shalai and Lyra, we would probably be pretty safe. I don't think I need Deafening Clarion against this particular deck. So he's trying to get a dragon on us. So what if we just put the dragon back on top of his library or in the bottom of his library? I think that's what I want. Maybe I want some Dovin's Vetoes too. We'll take out like a Depose deploy, and maybe we take out Tomic and leave in the Depose deploy. I bet it didn't change anything. I waited too long. I was talking. I don't think it's really gonna matter. You're chilling with your wife doing a puzzle, playing Arena, and watching the stream at the same time. Dude, there's only one thing in life better than completing a puzzle. Yep. And you have that too. I love solving puzzles, whether it's putting a puzzle together or actually trying to solve one. Puzzles are great. It's capable. It looks capable. Even though I've got the Deafening Clarion, I wasn't really interested in. Alright. Well, I mean, we have a 2-drop now, right? Like, that's a plus. Shard, of course, by the opponent. So we hit him for 2 this turn, and then possibly 3 the next turn. Are we about to just, like, out with some kind of, like, Lightning Stormkin Hyperion Eagle? Wow. Like, just, what? Yeesh. Really? 1,000 pieces? Well, you gotta turn them all over first to find all the edge pieces. When you get the edges put together, you know, you're good. I even missed a draw in the last game and we still won. What do you guys think about this Reanimator deck? Like, seriously, what do you guys think about the Reanimator deck? I guess I kill Narset right here, right? Or are we supposed to just be hyper aggressive? I think I kill Narset. Just like make sure that he doesn't continue to get cards. I do need to see what he's throwing in the grave. He threw an island in the grave, so he doesn't have one of his Reanimator targets to throw away. He's drawing some more. There we go. Now he's got it. Now he's got it. Alright, well. We get to play another Eagle this turn. Yeah, I'm just playing the Eagle. I think the Eagle is going to be more damage here. I mean, we're getting in for 7 this turn, and then next turn we're looking at dealing 10 damage. So he really needs to come up with something here. Although, if he hits Bond, we're just dead, right? So I have to attack Tamiyo. Wait. My bad, y'all. I almost missed it. Oh, I almost missed it. That would have been bad. You guys would have been all over me. Oh, if I'd have missed that. Math. Huh? Huh? Got a math. Alright. Get out of here with your silly Reanimator deck. I've tried that deck. That deck's interesting, but, you know, not the greatest thing in the world. What? What? Aw, still ain't to the next level. Where are we at? Level 62? We're so far. We got a whole nother day to wait for some more quests before we can play some more. Whatever. It's okay though. It's okay. This deck seems weird, but it's strangely powerful. I don't. It's like a ball of different synergy thrown together, and they all like there's no like solid synergy to the deck, but it makes sense that this will work with that, and this will work with that, and that'll work with this, and they all kind of work together. It's strange, but it works. It works. All right, so this actually looks like it's a bad hand. I mean, I do have Teferi, which could be great. Like if we're going to go into the long game, this would be a hand to go into the long game with. I mean, I'm highly likely to be able to get a turn 3 Teferi. I think I'm going to keep. Oh no! Alright, so maybe we get to get away with Deafening Clarion. It could happen. Right now I'm just pretending to be an Izzet deck. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. I can't believe how quick the deck just like killed our opponent last game though. Like we just had this explosive draw. So all right, well. Do we Teferi bounce? Or attempt to Teferi bounce, just trade Teferi in for a card here? Spectral Sailor, Opt. Do I plus Teferi here? I plus Teferi, don't I? Alright. Thanks for showing me what you're working with. Yeah, well, counter this, buckaroo. I'll just pass. Sure. Like, I was thinking maybe we get to, like, snag another creature off of him or something. Alright. Pick both for clarity. Wow, tapping down. Alright. Well, this seems like a... The uptick on Teferi just beat that poor mono blue deck. He thought I was going to downtick. I would have if he hadn't just like slammed all of his creatures down. But yeah. Don't need Prison Realm. Detention's probably not bad. Dovin's Veto is probably not bad. Even Chandra is probably okay. He's got a bunch of really small creatures though, so I wouldn't mind having just like good ways to deal with that. So I'm going to leave the Justice Strike in. I'm going to leave in Deafening Clarion. I think I can get rid of Depose Deploy. I think that's one of the cards we can deal with out here. I'm going to bring in this Chandra. Might not be right. Yeah, but I'm gonna bring in the Chandra, and I actually want the 2 Deputy of Detentions, and I'll take out Tomek. I think Tomek's the right way to go here. We take him out and then maybe bring in a settle. Prison Realm. Yeah, let's go settle. You hate Teferi? He's why you don't like playing standard anymore? You know, that's what I was saying earlier. You know, people are not on the fence about Teferi. You either love him or you hate him, right? Like he has either pushed you out of standard or you've gone to the dark side and you're actually casting the card, and at which point you love it. So you know, that's right. If you cast Teferi, you're on the dark side. Hold on, let me see if we can find a hand with Teferi in it. Hey, we've got an actual mulligan here. I'll keep. Yeah, I can keep this. And we pitch feather, because like we've got everything else. Like we've got plays for everything else. So we just turn 1 the Glacial Fortress, get down the mountain. On turn 2, play Hero, maybe. Sadly here though, Hero doesn't actually force our opponent to... Whoa. He just mulliganed to 5? I wonder if he has the protection. Like, there's a really good chance he doesn't have protection for this. Let's find out. Oh, he did! I mean, come on. He had 3 cards. He mulliganed. I had to at least hope that he didn't have it. Okay. Now we need a land. We got another counter? I mean, did he go to Spectral Sailor? He did! Spectral Sailor, Curious Obsession, Spell Pierce, Spell Pierce, Spell Pierce. Wow! What nonsense are we playing? This is that Jeskai Hero deck that I was going to play last week and then ended up holding off of. Opt. Now the real question is, do we target Curious Obsession or does he have a dive down? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk that he doesn't have a dive down and we just get rid of the Curious Obsession altogether. And we got rid of the creature, so he did not have a way to protect it. Now we can start with the hero plays. What's the risk? Not much with 3 power, right? So yeah, we'll get in with Deputy. So if I take one more turn, man, this would be good for like a turn 4. Or, well, I mean, we're already on like turn 5, but I think I'm just gonna play Teferi here. It's fair. I mean, him to have more counter spells, whatever. At least we ain't got to worry about running into something that can kill here. So, I mean, we do get to punch damage. Oh, Curious Obsession. What? Oh, opponent. There's a good chance I could sweep the board. I want to, or at least want to try. Like I don't think I win this game if he's um, allowed to keep a Curious Obsession. I just don't. Aether Gust. Well, we'll put it back on top. I'll try again later. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat Curious Obsession here. And he's got 5 cards, like, so this Terramander is about to grow. Lookout's Dispersal. Alright, so he would have been able to counter the Clarion anyway. I mean, I've got to just smash face here. And that's game. Got me. He got me. So you don't know what deck list to share next. I was gonna play, like, I was playing around with the that build that we were working on last night of yours, the Abzan, and I wanted to play the deck on Arena, but I'm missing quite a few cards for it, so I was unable to play it. So we ended up on this instead, which was another deck I was being asked to play. So I am going to try to play your Abzan list, or at least the one we worked on, but again, I'm missing some cards, so we'll probably have to play that over on MTGO. Alright, so let's say we don't want Chandra. Big to parry is probably a little too slow. Let's roll with that. Abzan Citadel. Ooh. You've got an updated Teamer Elemental list. That I love the Elementals decks. The problem is like sometimes they go off, sometimes they don't, and when they don't go off, they feel so bad. Yarick Field. That just sounds mean. I'll keep. I'm guessing we just get rid of Feather again. I don't know though. Feather survives Deafening Clarion, and we can cast it. I'm gonna keep and get rid of Justice Strike. Is that right? Can that be right? Like, I think he's gonna have more spell pierces and negates than he is. You know, I don't know. How to yeet. Yarg's an interesting card. Alright, so let's just Sacred Foundry here, and we'll get our Hollowed Fountain next turn, and then we can Clifftop Retreat on 3, untapped, and bring in either Feather or Empyrean. Oh, that changes things, right? We need a blue source, so pay 2 life. Now that means Empyrean is more important next turn. Is that Lincoln? My little man's at the door. It's locked. He can't get in. He can't get in. Yeet is for distance. Kobe is for accuracy. Remember that. Alright. I don't know who Yeet is, but I know who Kobe is. Or I know what Kobe is. Kobe's the word we scream right when we throw a grenade on PUBG and hope that we hit someone. Kobe! No, I know who Kobe. He's the guy who got in trouble. I don't know why. My wife always likes to let me know when somebody famous has done something bad. to their wives. Like, look at this. I can't believe this. What? Cruising through platinum with his silly deck? Is this deck real, guys? Like, is this real? Whatever. Whatever. I'll take it. Nahiri, Storm of Stone. Takes damage to target tapped creature. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control have first strike, and abilities and equip abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate. Why do they keep giving us these like great cards that say, hey, you can equip things, and then they don't print an equipment? Come on. There has to be equipments coming soon, right? Because like you've got Nahiri, you've also got like was it Danitha? Danitha makes equipments like just more viable, but yet we don't have any equipments, right? Like unbanned Stoneforge. I want to jump on that train. Everybody else is on the unbanned Stoneforge train. Yeah. Everybody else is on the unbanned Stoneforge Mystic train. I don't think the card's too broken, but Yeet is from a video of a chick in school saying, this empty yeet, and then she throws the empty water ball in a hallway full of people, and that got enough views that all of you have seen it. I don't know what's the most sad part of that statement. I gotta go get some water balls in a hall full of people. No, I really don't know where the yeet thing is coming from. I'm sure Madness is going to throw me a link to this silly video on Discord though. Q Madness, do that, because now I've got to know. I've got to know what this stupid. Oh no! What do you take from me, opponent? What do you take? Because I've got combo. I've got the combo. He took the combo. I don't have my combo anymore. And there's a Dracuseth. Oh, this deck again. So we'll see what he takes. Well, now I have to. There you go. He took my feather. He took the full combo. That's how dangerous feather is. People will take your feather even when you don't have a reliable way of getting value out of feather. They just can't risk it. They don't know that you don't have, like, I don't know, God's Willing something. God's Willing's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, feather's my favorite deck in the format right now. You did not just kill my hero. Well, that's just a hero of Precinct 1. Wait until you see the hero of Dominaria. I mean, if he goes Bond here, I am in so much trouble. We pretty much just have to scoop to Bond. He did not Bond. I mean, there's a Dracuseth. I mean, it's on. Thought Erasure. You should really get rid of Elite Guard Mage, dude. He did. He still don't have a lot of turns. So we have to take. Oh. Dude, we're lethal. Okay. Right? Like that happened. It happened again. So maybe this deck just preys on that particular deck. Alright, so what do we want? Get rid of Tomek again? Because, like, if I guess we're just not playing Scape Shift, so if we're not playing in Scape Shift, we just don't need that card, which says that we get to go with Dovin's Veto to just counter the Bond. We could also bring in, like, Aether Gust to just put the dragon back on top of his library. I think I like that better than I do Hero. And I don't like Deafening Clarion, so let's take the Settle and both Aether Gust. Alright. You don't like, I don't like Feather in this deck either, but Feather has other options, right? Like, with Feather, it's an angel, it's 3 mana. It's a 3 mana angel that's multicolored. That's what Feather is in this deck. So erase that last line of text there on Feather and just look at it as a 3 mana angel. Are we going to do that thing again? I'm keeping. Oh my god. I'm so amazed. So why don't we just like solidify this deck into Jeskai Flyers? So what's the relevance does the angel part have? We've got Lyra. Lyra buffs angels. I'll play Hero here. I mean, we're gonna take and be a little bit slower, but we'll be. Aww. That's heartbreaking. We have Lyra. Okay, that's what's important about angels. And then we have the Empyrean Eagle, which it's a flyer, right? So it can get benefit from both Lyra, it can get benefit from the Empyrean Eagle, and it's multicolored, so it will benefit the hero. That's all you need to worry about on Feather. And if we have Depose Deploy, we can draw cards every turn. And that's pretty good by itself. I think I just enter tapped here and swing for 2. And then next turn we can Empyrean Eagle swing for 3. Where if we would have played Empyrean Eagle this turn, we would have only swung for 2. Or sorry, 3 next turn with the light. Yeah, I think it was the better sequence by playing the Lightning Stormkin this turn. Aurelia for 1 benefit from all of the things I just mentioned. We've got Aurelia too. There's Aurelia as well, man. So we've got all those things. He does have a Dracuseth. This is not the card we were looking for. So if he's got Bond right here, if he goes land, Bond, we're in some trouble. Ritual. How dare thee? How dare thee ritual me? Alright. I actually think it's worth it to Lyra here. Maximizing the usage of our mana. I mean, we could have Teferi, drew a card, and Lightning Stormkin. Right, so. Noxious Grasp. Opponent. Tomebound Lich. Throws away a cameo. Ah, too many lands. He's digging. Nope. Oh, he left it on top. Now he's going to get to... Oh, so now he just Tamiyo's calls that card to make sure that he draws. No, he did not. This is getting bad, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I can't kill the Tamiyo, right? So if I can't kill the Tamiyo, am I supposed to, like, work on the Tamiyo? Well, he's got no bond to go get back, so... Alright. Yeah, I know I could have played a land there. Don't kill Tomato. I wouldn't kill Mater. I think he's got us now, ladies and gentlemen. He actually, like, this is the fourth game we've seen this deck play, and they have finally managed to get a Drake Step onto the battlefield. And that's probably going to be enough. Especially since he can start down taking Tamiyo to get back bond. So the lock's pretty much on. Yeah. I mean, I'll wait and see if I get one more card. I haven't played this deck for you guys, have I? I didn't think it was good enough to play. Apparently this guy does. He thinks it's good. I mean, it can win. It can definitely win. Alright. Just gonna run that back. What we've already sideboarded. I don't think there's anything else I want. We would love to play first. Absolutely. See, look. Told you, madness. There's Aurelia in this deck. I'm actually going to keep this hand. Tajik's pretty decent. Wonder if 3 mana Ral would be good in the sideboard for scry value, if not main deck. I was actually thinking, if I was expecting to run into this particular deck a lot, like what's the chances that we put something like Ashiok in the sideboard, right? But I don't know how much traction this deck's actually getting, so. Let's get in with some Tajik action. Something tells me we're about to just get this blown up, so. There it is. Card's good. This is quickly becoming one of the best pieces of removal in Standard right now. Like, it's so good. 1 blue, 1 black. Get her done. The Black Blade has been rebroken, and Gideon has fallen. Needs to be more flavor text on that card. Let's get another blue mana down. And I wanna prod for removal here. Just because, like, I've got an extra Aurelia, so if he does have more removal, he can go ahead and use that. But yes, this deck took second at SCG Columbus. Apparently, it's a real deck, but why would you keep a hand with no plays till turn 3? It's a good question, Madness. It's a good question. Why did I do that? Maybe I'm a masochist? I'm glutton for punishment? Is that what you're trying to say? You might be right. That felt good, though. I hate letting this thing hit me. Like, these Tomebound Liches are just brutal. Alright, so let's get Elite Guard Mage out here. There's a hero. So we do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 next turn. We do 7 next turn. It's Death Touch lifelink though. I'm just gonna let him have them. Man, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But I think I have to try to close the gap. Like, I have to try to just kill him. Here he is just cycling through cards. I was going to say, is he still going to miss a land drop this turn? More chart, of course. Wow. It's so good. So I'm no longer doing 7. But now we have our chump blocker, so that we get to stop the Tomebound shenanigans. Well, that hurt. Well, the reason I was counting 7 was because I was planning on playing the extra Aurelia, which would have been 2 more points of damage. So, until he done something different, the play was still play the other Aurelia. Me drawing Teferi meant that I could play a hero of Precinct 1 and the Teferi in the same turn, which in my mind was slightly better than Aurelia. So that's why we went down from 7, right? But yes, if you, it's still only 5 if you count the life that they gained, right? So, I mean, we're not lethal next turn, but we can put him at 1 if he doesn't do something here. I assume he just plays at least a Tomebound Lich, which will then then mean that I can technically only get through with 4 points of damage. He did not hit Bond. Land. Took the 2. Tomebound Lich. GG! Yay! We win another one! Alright. We're so good at Magic. Oh, hold on. Let's do this right. Yay. We won the video game! Alright, so is the deck real? Like, I know it looks like a pile of cards. Like, Jeskai pile, right? Jeskai cards I own. Jeskai binder. Like, there's like a whole bunch of different things that people call this. You know, when you just have a hodgepodge of cards together. I grabbed my binder and I built a deck. Normally those decks get built when you decide that you want to play a set of colors before you decide what cards you want to put in it. Like, you're like, you know what? I want to play Jeskai. Let's go see what Jeskai cards I have. Ooh, this flyer looks good. What other flyers do I have? And you flip through your binder and you're like, what do I got? I've got 2 Lyras and I've got 2 Aurelia. I've got this feather. We'll definitely put the feather in the deck, right? That's a flyer. That's what the deck feels like. That's what it feels like. It was like what it was built around. Feels like that's the whole idea behind the deck. But it works, right? Like, the synergies are there. Like, Empyrean Eagle, I'm impressed, right? Lightning Stormkin, I actually liked Lightning Stormkin, just didn't like it in the Elementals deck. This card's probably got merit in some other locations. This actually makes me want to like play with Jeskai Flyers a little bit more. Is that what this is? Maybe we're just naming it wrong, right? Maybe we're calling this a Jeskai Heroes deck when it's actually Jeskai Flyers. Right? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. It's an interesting deck, though. And no matter how you look at it, it's definitely an interesting deck. What did I just take out of the deck? I think I just took something out of the deck. I don't know what I took out. Oh, I took a lightning. Yeah. There we go. It's pretty. It's a pretty sweet deck. I am baffled by the construction of the deck. I get why the cards are in the deck. I just would not have seen this strategy as a viable strategy, but apparently it is. It's playing some really powerful cards that are either really fast, or they replace themselves, they draw cards, they oppose your opponent. There's just a lot going on here, and it seems to all come together in this nice little Jeskai package. So I just played 3 games with it that felt relatively good. So in the big question that I asked at the beginning of the stream, is it good? Is it a real deck? It might be. It really might be. As of right now, I can't not endorse it. Picking up a random deck and winning 3 games in a row with it on stream no matter what you're going against, is not easy. And this deck seemed to do it. So, yeah, kudos to the deck. It was a lot of fun to play. There were some really interesting lines. It seemed to mulligan really well. It seemed to play really well from a hand that looked like it would be fairly bad. Matter of fact, Madness actually called me a masochist for keeping one of the hands that I was just glutton for punishment, and then the deck happened to have the cards in it we needed to be able to stop the crazy things that happen. I noticed Madness didn't say anything about that timely top deck Dovin's Veto. Yeah, the deck definitely warrants a closer look. I would expect to see some variants of this again. I really would. So, is it a good deck? Probably is. I definitely think that it warrants some testing. And if you have a binder full of Jeskai cards, you should build this deck. Yeah, you should probably build this. Either way, that's going to be our stream. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. It was the stream was actually fairly short, but I'm hoping to get up some Albion content for you guys at some point, either tonight or tomorrow. I know that since I've been talking about Albion, more people are asking me about actually streaming the content. So I am going to try to get up some Albion content for you guys and see if you guys like that. It's a little different, but just like Magic the Gathering, I like playing games that don't have millions and millions and millions of people watching them. So yeah, I'll try to get that up either tonight or tomorrow. We'll do something. And then tomorrow evening at 6 Central, 7 Eastern, we're getting called out. One of my patrons is calling me out. We've got a challenge game going against Rush, right? So for those of you that are familiar with the content, you probably know who Rush is. He's the guy who likes to thud things, right? He's a real mother thudder, all right? Failed attempt. Just go with it. Anyway, we've got that tomorrow night at 6. Should be a lot of fun. I hope. Am I going to do some Brawl when it comes out? Absolutely not. You're challenging the hell out of me in some Brawl. He prefers to fling them. You're right. He does prefer to fling them, but when Fling's not around, Rush makes. Oh, never mind. There's a good thud joke in there somewhere, but I think I have to go outside my wheelhouse to do it. All right. That's right, and he throws chairs. That's right, he throws chairs. Where are you gonna sit, man? You throw all your chairs. Where are you gonna sit? Either way, that's the planned content we have going forward. I hope you guys do enjoy. I do have 3 decks. We're gonna take him through a gauntlet, but we're gonna let him take over the stream tomorrow night, as my request from a patron. That's what he wants. So yeah. Well, you ain't gonna be able to sit after tomorrow, after the whipping you get, son. You ain't gonna need them chairs. You ain't gonna need them. Anyway, that's gonna do it for our content for the night. Thank you all for coming out. I hope you all enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time here on the Sideboard MTG.